Yeah, get y'all beefing and bring y'all back here. Yeah, Krims Krib. You know, if you
We'll
can't...
talk about that later on behind the music when we're like 80.
Yeah. So what happened with Krims Krib? Well, I had an interview.
It was that day we went to J-Vaz. That was the day.
I get the blame for Too Raw and Clever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so...
Now you trying to do some more damage?
Yeah. I'm recording right now, by the way, so if you got something to say, you know.
No, it don't matter, nigga. I get recorded. Everything I say gets recorded these days.
Nah, but I don't put it out. So I'm just fucking with y'all.
Shit, man.
All right, well, shit, let's get started.
Today, in case tomorrow don't come, I'ma ball till I fall with hydro smoke in my lungs. Watch me invest my funds within less than a month. Make it back plus profit, I'm a hustler, son. Styrofoam filled with mud, hollow tips in my gun. Sean John white tee on my feet, Air Force One. Back grip in my pocket, rubber bands wrapped around it. Take a look at us now, fuck everybody that died.
And welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, J-Vaz, and you're watching the J-Vaz Show, music and entertainment at its finest. We got I don't know if I should call you a returning guest, because we had you here previously, but it was kind of a short clip, which I really like what you said. That's why I kind of forced it out there. But you guys know the face, Mr. Hataproof, Mr. What was it, Black Star. Kriminology's in the building. But before we get you there, make sure you follow us on all the social media pages at The J-Vaz Show. Check out the website, thejvazshow.com. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can find all of those links on the description of the podcast.
The weak are never remembered. The ones that don't give a fuck are always remembered.
You got to make people uncomfortable.
Yes, sir. You don't make people feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out the comfort zone if you want to grow.
In a scale of 1 to 10, how good you think Mr. Never Die is?
What 10? But like 10 being the highest or 10 being the lowest?
10 being the lowest. Flip it upside down
lowest.
and then take that lowest. Take what I said off and make it sound bad. But shit.
Well, to be totally honest with you, I don't listen to hip hop music.
Oh,
so
no.
I don't.
Well,
I've never heard of this Never Die.
We're
Never heard of this person you speak of.
Start getting all complicated. I don't know what that's his name is, because we all have to die.
Honestly, I'm not a blood or a Crip. I don't know what's going on out there.
Oh shit. So this was kind of like a little behind the scenes. We're gonna go ahead and put this out. So yeah, man. Before we cut off here, before we got on here, like we said, we had you previously on the show, and I want to get started with bringing a topic that we had on there and go a little deeper into it. Okay. And then we'll talk about your history and stuff, because I did have people hitting me up on YouTube that they wanted Kriminology on here. So obviously we're making it happen. So first, let's go back to that clip that we put out.
Right.
Hey, motherfuckers like, bitch, you put it out. What are you talking about? I didn't even know it was coming.
Yeah. I know probably a lot of people that agree or disagree, but you know, go ahead.
But I feel like you're feeding me this shit now, because ever since we talked about this, I see it more and more, and I feel like it's more important to talk about it or bring it up. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, which you probably don't, you're probably like, what the fuck, man? Just get to the point. We're talking about how you mentioned Hispanic artists do not have their own voice in hip hop or just in general.
Right.
And you were saying how basically all we do is bite the, I don't want to say something you didn't say, so now I got to go back and remember exactly how you said it.
I said that if it's what you're talking about, I said that we don't have our own culture. We you know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you that Hispanics from LA, the way they are, that's the Hispanic Latin culture. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But then in Houston, you come to Texas, and Mexicans, we're trying to be more a part of the black culture, but we don't have our own. You know what I'm saying? That's not like I said, that was never a knock against. Yeah, come on, hip hop.
You know mad over there because he's a black?
Nah, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, right? Right, I don't. But what I mean is that we have our culture too, and we don't express it like we should, and then it goes like I guess like we don't have our own identity, man. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I feel like ever since we had this conversation, man, it hashtag woke me up. It woke me up, man, because you're right. I see it more every day. The other day, and this is not just Hispanic culture, but the other day I sent you, I think it was yesterday, I sent you a clip when they were talking about slowed and reverbed.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And it's screwed and chopped.
Yeah.
But motherfuckers just go and change it to slowed and reverbed. And it's not even, they don't give credit where credit is due, basically.
Because they're going to rewrite history, bro. They always do it. They're going to rewrite history and make it the way they want to make it. And nobody's ever going to test it because they're all youngsters anyways. And the youngsters don't respect what happened before them.
Yeah, because this girl said Slater was the founder of whatever. And I was like, whoa, hold on, man.
I don't even know who that nigga is.
Yeah.
You know what, though? But similar to that, remember when I told you similar to kind of just going on staying on the same subject, but similar to it, remember when I told you to check out the Hip Hop Evolution on YouTube, the Texas one? Why didn't they mention South Park Mexican in there? You can't talk about Houston and the culture in Houston blowing the fuck up and all that and not mention South Park Mexican. South Park Mexican probably outsold most of the fucking dudes that were on that fucking episode. But it's not mentioned. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. They rewrite the history how they want to put it. Anybody can do it. Whoever shoots the documentary, whoever puts together the shit, whoever fucking anybody can push it out to go with what they want you to think. Yeah. It don't matter. And nobody's going to research it because the young people don't give a fuck. Yeah. They don't give a fuck about what we did before they came along. You know what I'm saying? They think they were going to be hot regardless. Nigga, they're wearing 90s shit. Nigga, I been did that shit you doing right now, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They want to act like it's new swag.
Yeah. It's like they do that. I'm like, man, I've been doing that. We did that already. And then my kids be thinking I'm lying. Like, what? Oh, this shit's new. I'm like, nigga, nah, this shit.
Dad, I see how you dress, Dad.
Yeah,
you were not hip.
But the point is the point of the whole thing is that if you let them, they're gonna rewrite history. Yeah. And they're gonna write it with you not in it.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Because yeah, you're right. They on that Netflix special they didn't bring up, not once did they even think about.
They didn't bring up a Hispanic person.
No, at all.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
For you to think that all these black artists in Houston that are the icons that we love, Slim Thug, Bun B, Lil Kiki, you go down the list of all the greats, right? Dude, you know who buys most of this music? Hispanic people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're a big part of the market of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we never supported ourselves that way.
And why do you think, man? Because there was another, man, I'm going to try my best to fix this previous interview because you're right. When Mexicans see another Mexican being Mexican, we make fun of them.
Yeah.
Like, look at him with his fucking boots and look at him fucking Mexican dressed like, man, you're dressed like a Mexican. Bitch, I am Mexican. Like, why do you think we're like that? Like, we don't, and not just in that aspect, but in any aspect. Mexicans don't support Mexicans like they should.
Because we come from a long line of jealousy and hate. Nigga, everybody's grandma was a motherfucking hater. I don't care who the fuck you are. If you have a Mexican grandma, she hated everybody. Nigga, she hated everybody in the hood. She hated everybody that came by. All your homeboys that came by. She hated, you know what I'm saying? They were the most fucking, dog, you be lying. Nobody's more racist than a Mexican grandma. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. You feel me? So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like you come from a long line of nothing but jealousy and hate, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. Hispanic people come from a long line of jealousy and haters. Like, like you got an uncle that talk shit. You got the dad don't ever want to give you props, nigga. You got shit going on, nigga.
Like, look at you all educated and stuff. Like, it's a bad thing.
Exactly.
Oh, you're going to college. Like, what?
Yeah, it's true. So it's like we come from a long line of we don't want to see each other win.
Yeah.
And even though if we do it subtle, with family and shit, we do it subtly and we kind of let it slide. Like, it's just the way that nigga is. But dog, it's really on the cool. If you look at it from a lens from another race looking at us, we've been hating on each other forever, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I'm telling you.
Nigga, you could be skinny in your family and the whole family calls you gordo, nigga. You ain't even fat, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But you were fat. You know how hard it's been to lose this weight?
Yes. Dog.
Oh, and if you're skinny, flaco. Well, what the fuck? And you're so right. This is, quick background of my family. I have a nephew, right? He got a little bit older, got into high school, and he was a little overweight. So he started losing weight. Mm-hmm. Instead of saying, good job, you're healthy now, or whatever.
Yeah.
Ay, te miras bien feo, bien flaco.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They ain't no winning, bro.
Like, I was ugly when I was fat. Now I lose weight and y'all calling me ugly? Like, shit, where's the support?
with Raza, there's no winning, bro. There is no winning, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know what, though? But to take it to music-wise, like, you know, even though that shit, if you let me, we're going to talk stupid shit all day. You know what I'm saying? But for instance, I was just talking about this on my show last night. What you call it? Like the ones that are taking over now, that are taking over the Latin scene now.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about, like King Little G, like you know what I'm saying? Like all these different people that are popping right now. I mainly was talking about him because he kind of broke a barrier, right? Because think about this. Remember back in the days, if you're from Texas, you know this, right? So this is real shit what I'm saying. If we saw rappers from LA and then the way they dressed, we kind of thought that we weren't really into listening to their music. Like, we're like,
yeah,
right? But King Little G kind of broke that because he's not really like Ese Vato type, but he sounds dope.
Yeah.
He kind of broke the barrier from LA is this way, right?
Yeah.
He's not like that at all. He was like the first I saw that way, is what I'm trying to, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he did it like kind of more so going with what's hot now. And that wasn't like that for the longest. If a rapper was from LA, he was bald. He had a whole bunch of tattoos. He was wearing Dickies on the cover. He had old lowrider cars. And that was the thing, right? And he was the first one that came out that wasn't like that, and that we were like, yo, this nigga go live.
Yeah,
and he's dope, and we started fucking with him. And he kind of broke that where Mexicans from LA look like this and Mexicans from Texas look like this, and he made it to where like Mexicans just look like this.
Yeah,
He did that. I was saying that last night. My opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they were saying, and then somebody said, well, what about Snow? Because Snow did the same thing. I said, but she's a woman. It's different.
It's different. It is different.
Yeah.
It is different
with a woman. She's ill. She, off lyrics alone, she's going to go far and she's good. But, you know, so she's dope as fuck. But, you know, with King Little G, the man, filling in the man LA spot, that wasn't easy, and he did that. He did that, bro. He broke that look that we assume. We always assume LA looks like this, and he broke that shit, bro. He changed it. You know, I was talking about this last night. You know what I mean?
When you said last night, you were talking about Krims Krib.
Right. I recorded an episode last night.
Let's talk about Krims Krib, man. You got a podcast.
Yes.
And obviously it's your podcast, Krims Krib.
Right.
You got a gang of people on there. Mm-hmm. You got Mr. Never Die. Yes. Shouts out to him. I ain't seen him in a while. You got Braze and Blaze.
Braze and Blaze. They're both two different people. I didn't say the name wrong. For
a while before I actually met y'all,
yeah, I
thought it was the same person.
Braze and Blaze.
Yeah, and that's
why I said it.
Yeah, I was like, people saying the name wrong.
I say it all the time. Like, nigga, why are all these y'all's names the same? Yeah. And then I got the other homeboy, Blade.
Blade, yeah. Shouts out to Blade.
So Blade, Braze, Blaze. It's just a bunch of blahs.
So, you were in the podcast game before, and we talked about this even before you started this podcast. I had posted something on Facebook, and you commented on there how, you know, like I did it and you never listened. Or you said something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what made you want to bring it back? Or what was it called before?
Krims Krib.
Oh, okay.
It was still Krims Krib. What was the question? Why did I want to bring it back?
Yeah. What made you want to bring it back?
I don't know, man. Whenever all this quarantine shit started going on and the world was going through all things was going through, it kind of made me realize when it kind of stopped me and put me in place, it kind of made me realize like that I don't do any creative shit no more.
Yeah.
Like I don't do the creative, because I've always had, no matter throughout the years I wasn't fucking with shit, music or nothing, I always had ideas of stuff, and I got tons of fucking lyrics written already.
Yeah. I mean,
I never laid down.
In the last month that we've been in contact, I see that you're creative as fuck. Like,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I have a lot of ideas but you know, I was so like 9 to 5 and gym, 9 to 5 gym, and didn't care about nothing else but that. But then when this shit happened and then it stuck me in place, it made me realize, like, you know what? Like, you need to get back into your creativeness.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of like what sparked up. I'm going to start the podcast back up.
Yeah.
You know?
So for anybody who might be watching that's not familiar with the podcast, you know, what's the main focus on the podcast? And how often does it come out?
It comes out every Wednesday. And the focus is, man, I wish I could tell you there's an exact thing, but because it's like, it's pretty much just, you know, I try to put, how do I put it? All the stuff that's going on in the world, I basically try to put humor on top of it. Like, let's talk about it in a way that, you know, that basically it's like I keep the news in there and the things going on in the world and everything, pretty much anything, cover anything, pop culture, any kind of shit, but do it in a way that's funny and do it in a way that's, you know, motherfuckers will laugh listening to it or whatever. Yeah. You know, I don't take too much shit serious. I'm just an idiot, you know, so I enjoy doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I was telling Mr. Never Die, man, I like it because it doesn't seem forced. You know, when we first started the podcast, I was trying to do the same thing before J Vaz turned into this whole music entertainment crap.
Before you got rich,
you know, before I got rich and famous, you know, it was. I was hanging out with the poor people and shit. Yeah. Nah. So, and I was trying to force conversation with people. Yeah. And it was cool, but some of them didn't seem genuine. It was more of like they didn't want to talk about a certain thing, but I did, and it was, I don't know. And that's one thing that I do like about y'all's podcast is like all of you guys just click. Yeah. And it actually is funny. Like it is.
Well, we've all obviously worked on music as Hataproof, and then also too, whenever Eternal was go off and do his things, you know, he would get us involved in his projects, and you know, not only just that, but we just been friends for years. So it's just, you know, it's just we're always like that, but it's just we're not recording it. Yeah. If we're hanging out, that's us. That's, you know, I'm a dumb fuck and I fuck with them, and you know what I'm saying, and we talk about pretty much everything and shit, and you know, it's the same thing, but just it's not getting recorded. So, you know, it's, you know, it's not forced, man. Like it just happened. Yeah. Because I didn't intentionally from the jump. I don't think I was like, I didn't even want to do it. It was Eternal was telling me like, you should get back to doing the podcast again, like you used to do it, and I was like, eh. And then I gave him every fucking excuse to get out of it. I was like, yeah, but if y'all niggas don't get involved, and then I'm gonna still have to show up. If I do it, I have to do it no matter what. Yeah. Yeah, like y'all can be like, I ain't gonna be there today, but I have to be there. So I was trying to like, you know, fucking make up my shit so I don't have to, or don't want to, or don't try. And then he was just kind of adamant, like, come on, dog, you know, like you need to start. Cause you were thinking about starting a podcast, huh? We got Mr. Never Dying behind the scenes back here.
yeah, kind of. But then I just threw it on the back burner.
Yeah. More. Yeah, because I remember you said something about Mr. Never Die's crib or something like that. But anyways.
Crib makes a show, man. He's the character.
Yeah. Mr. Never Die's crib. Yeah.
There you go.
Talking about Mr. Never Die's crib, man. Nah, because I remember Mr. Never Die said he saw me at in Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah. And I was like, well, shit, if he's out here, he just got to be wanting to start a podcast. Because that's what it was. It was a podcast class.
Yeah. I think Eternal told me that he went to that.
Yeah.
We talked about it one day, too. Yeah. So and maybe that's why he was there. You were there because you wanted to, or you just wanted to learn the work.
I was thinking about starting a podcast.
You wanted to take out Krims Krib.
Yeah. I ain't got that charisma like Krim. Krim got that star quality for a podcast, you know?
I mean, obviously you're the host of the podcast. Yeah. And it stands out because, or maybe it's just the way you talk. It's like every argument you have on there, you're over there with a fucking passion. Like Bitcoin, they're trying to tell you Bitcoin ain't worth shit. Like, and fat motherfuckers like their girl's gonna leave them if Vin Diesel walks in. And
I'm very strongly opinionated.
Yeah. So
I'm you know, I'm me, like it or hate it or love it or whatever the fuck. I'm always who I am. Like, I don't give a fuck.
And that kind of adds that character to the podcast. Yeah. Because, like I said, you guys click, but you guys are more laid back with y'all's opinions. Like, well, shit.
I try to bait them.
I guess,
I try to get them into my crazy shit.
We might be fat, but we can lose weight, and our girl can still keep us. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, nah, motherfucker, but she gonna leave you regardless. Like, you add that character to it. You know what I mean?
You know what? I just like to create scenario until these niggas start fucking thinking. I just try to get it.
Oh, that's right. She did post on Facebook.
I throw the reel out there and I see what I get today. You know what I'm saying?
So let's get back into this, man. We haven't boy these last 2 interviews we have side topics like a motherfucker, don't we? But yeah, so let's talk about. We had Mr. Never Die here on the podcast a week ago. Well, earlier today, but by the time this releases, it was a week ago. And he mentioned you guys are working on or thinking about working on a project or working on a project. Does this mean Mr. Black Star is gonna make a comeback?
I think so. I don't think I want to be like in the videos, and I don't want to be on covers. I don't want my face and shit. But I do want to create music and put it out there.
Yeah.
And people take it how they take it.
Yeah.
Jam it, do whatever you want to do with it. But I got beats and stuff that I've been getting, and I've been writing some songs and stuff, and we've been coming up with some ideas and stuff, and I got some things. I was thinking about some titles earlier today too. So yeah, I mean, this is a perfect time to do some work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, the creativity going, and it's like, fuck, dude. I mean, what do I got to lose at this point? Like, just put it out, and whoever likes it, and if people don't like it, they don't like it. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah, because man. We talked about this, and like I said, I'm gonna put the old interview out. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make it work.
You could ask some questions still again from it. I mean, it's all good.
I just want to emphasize how hard it has to be to stop making music after. Like I think I told you and I told C's when you guys were making music, it was like a fucking car show. Every music video you guys shot, the love you guys were getting from people. Like, oh, Hataproof got a music video. You show up, it was like fucking. Hundreds of people out there.
Yeah, it was a lot of love. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Support.
It was like a car show every time. People would show up on their slabs, and y'all would get them involved. And how hard was it to just give that up and
like quit the rap game?
Yeah,
man. It was really hard, man. But you know what, man? I was taking a lot of losses that year. As far as not in my life, but like as far as in the rap game, like I was taking a lot of losses. I was already not very close to anybody anymore. Cause see, even though I've done an album by myself, every album that I've ever done or every mixtape I ever done, it's like a certain when I'm saying like we're gonna start recording this album, let's get in the studio at this time. There's always a certain people that are in there. Eternal will be there, Braze will be there, Blade will be there, J Penn will be there. I'll have people in there, and I have like it's like my pot of gumbo, and we get creative and ideas going, and that's how these albums get created that y'all have ever heard of ours. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We did it like that. We linked up, and we didn't know what we were gonna do, and we just kind of cooked until we thought up some stuff, and I didn't have that anymore. I didn't have the creativity around me and all that, and then I was just like, and then also too I had it going in my mind at that time like, you're getting too old, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to hear. Like I was already throwing them these negativities in my head. No, nobody want to hear you at that age. Nobody want to listen to a nigga this age rapping, like all this negative shit, bro. And then I just kind of just stopped, and then I just I didn't pay attention to it. Like I didn't know until recently. Some of the new Latin rappers in the game right now because I didn't listen to music even.
Yeah.
I would listen to music, but not rap music. And so I kind of quit rap cold turkey, even listening. All them years, yeah.
What the hell were you listening to?
Man, country music, you know what I'm saying? Oldies, shit, man.
Man, I wonder if this is
Tejano, like Spanish, fuck.
I wonder if we all go through this. Because, yeah, when I stopped doing music, I stopped listening to rap. And I listened to fucking John Mayer and shit.
I love John Mayer.
Motherfucking jam.
Yeah. But you know what? And that's the thing, dog. If you really love this shit, this bitch called rap music, nigga, y'all gonna break up every now and then. Yeah. Only a real nigga that loves rap music knows this feeling.
Yeah.
It's a break and it changes you for a while. And it's like, man, and you get bitter. And especially if you get lucky to the point where you could have had a bit of fame and then kind of get to this point where you're feeling like you just don't want nothing to do with it, it's a real bitter. It's like it's one thing if you tried to rap and then you weren't doing shit anyway. So if you walk away, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But when you're got some things going, you've had a run. You've had I probably had a 5-year, 6-year run that was great. You got a 5-6-year run. Think about it. That's a 5-6-year-old baby. This motherfucker walking already. That was my fucking run. And that wasn't my career in rap. But that was my run as being a popular rapper. Right? Because I rapped my whole life, 14 years old on. But my popularity run was this one.
Yeah.
And then you 5-6 years, 7 maybe. I don't know. But, still. So let's say you get to that and then you don't want to do it no more. And then it really creates a bitterness. You create a bitterness towards the music industry, music, rap. You just kind of don't want to be that person no more. You just kind of like, whatever, dog.
In the 6-year run that you guys were doing, you were Hataproof. Hataproof Records. You just pulled out a chain the other day. Hataproof record chain on Instagram.
Yeah, I dusted it off and found that shit.
So in this time period, do you feel like you guys got the respect you guys deserved as Hispanic, Latin, or just artists, period?
No, I don't think so. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that still show love to this day, or I even see like different, like different, how do I say it? Like different blogs and stuff that post up old school shit. And I seen that they posted a Ball and Smashing the other day.
Yeah.
What was the site that posted the Ball and Smashing? Hustle Town Network posted it, and it had mad love. Like,
hashtag no free promos.
You could be like, beep, who was it? Beep. Nah, but it had a whole bunch of shares and comments and love, and it was like crazy, and it was Ball and Smashing, and I was like, whoa, shit.
That bitch jammed though.
Yeah, that hoe was jamming. Focus on paper today in case tomorrow don't come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the realest shit I ever said. So, what I'm trying to say is that like, I saw the love on there, and I was just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So it's out there, bro. But then at the same time, it's like, sometimes, and the reason why I don't think, so I won't say Hataproof, the label, don't get the love and respect it deserves. I think it does. But I think a lot of stupid people in the world don't understand that Hataproof is the label, but there's a bunch of different members
that made Hataproof.
People think that one nigga speaks for everything. Nah, nigga, we all gotta say so. So, if anybody got anything to say about that, you can ask me about my part of it.
Yeah.
Because I was part of it too. It's always they assume, and this is why I said that. I saw a comment on there and it said, this shit jamming, and then the dude, this shit is a classic. And then I saw another dude, and the other dude was like on some trying to throw stones. He was saying some shit along the lines of like, ha ha ha, yeah, that shit used to be dope until them niggas turned Christian. Nothing against Christians. I don't mean this. But what I'm saying is that, and I commented on him. I said, say, nigga, one nigga don't speak for all of us, nigga. And he never said nothing to me again. But the point is that, like, people always think, and C's was the owner, and C's did start the label. I give him that. And so it's him. But, the point is that we were all members, and we all have our own, we all provide, contributed to the Hataproof blowing up. And that's what I'm trying to say is, like, I think the label gets love, but I think the members don't. The only one they think speaks for everything. And that's my point. Nothing against these and nothing against idiots that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Yeah. Just keeping it real. Like, I don't think that separately we get the love we deserve.
Yeah.
But the label itself always gets love, and that's got to be enough for you. That's got to be enough for you. Because if you're out here trying to fucking find all the love you can get, nigga, you're going to be searching for the rest of your life, nigga. You know how they say it's like if you wanting love is water, nigga, you gonna be a thirsty motherfucker. Feel me?
Yeah.
You better be all right when niggas not liking you.
You see what I'm talking about when I say he's aggressive and emotional about his conversations?
I believe everything I say.
And
everything I say, I believe it.
So when me being, I think we're probably around the same age, I would think, probably just a couple years. Okay, never mind, you old. Nah, we're around the same. I'm about to be 33. So when
I would kill 10 people to be 33. Shit.
When I was introduced to y'all's music, I remember when I first heard it was a completely different. Well, when I first, let me take it all back so the conversation makes sense. When I first got introduced to hip hop, it was we talked about this Delinquent Habits. Yeah, Delinquent Habits was the first shit I ever listened to, and I was like, fuck, this shit is dope.
That was a dope ass beat too.
Yeah. So then they had the mariachi song, and boy, motherfuckers used to jam.
Man, I love that song.
So from there, I got introduced to Tupac and all that, but let's keep it into the Hispanic culture.
Right.
The biggest impression to me was SPM, right? So I listened to SPM and I was like, oh, these motherfuckers jam at Dope House. Yeah. And then I get introduced to Hataproof.
SPM?
After SPM.
Wow, we did good on that one.
But here's the thing. I didn't like y'all's music. I didn't. I didn't.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck this guy.
Fuck this shit. Go ahead.
But here's what got me into y'all's music.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that I didn't. How do I say this? It wasn't that I didn't like the music. It was more I was so used to the way Dope House artist style was. When I got introduced to y'all's, it was different. It was just kind of like,
How so? How did you think it was different? Like, what did you think we were doing different than Dope House was doing? Like the kind of music.
It was just different feel to it.
Like how? Like what though? Like kind of describe.
From the beats, the delivery. I was so stuck on SPM music that even at the time I wasn't a big fan of Baby Bash and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it was more of me being a dick rider to SPM, basically.
Yeah.
To plain and simple. That if it didn't sound like SPM, it was kind of like, these dudes ain't jam.
And it happened a lot back then. Back then it was like Dope House or nothing.
Yeah,
it did.
yeah, yeah.
It was. I mean, we were out there at all the car shows. We were out there hustling the music. And we ran across a bunch of people that were like, I only listen to SPM. And you know what? And the thing is, you just kind of have to brush it off and keep going, bro. Because you know what I'm saying. That bag ain't getting lighter.
Yeah,
we gotta sell this shit.
Because I was big into Dope House and Shut Them Down were like the people I jammed to all the time. But then it was like in 2007 when Hugh Stone came out.
Yeah, Hugh Stone.
And to see how much
what the crazy thing is, before you go further, before Hugh Stone even came out, we already sold 25,000 records independently underground through bags. Before Hugh Stone even came out.
See, and Hugh Stone was what put me on y'all's music.
Yes. So everybody else might be like, oh, these niggas just came out with this. They don't realize we was fucking hitting these streets.
And I am that other person. When I was like, hold on, like, these motherfuckers do jam.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, fuck, this is the same people that when I was in high school, I was kind of like, they all right, but they're not SPM.
But that's the thing about timing.
Yeah.
That's the thing about timing. It's like, it's your time. Because it's like, I go from 14 years old up to, Hugh Stone probably dropped, I was probably like 20 years old. Maybe 23. So think about that. I'm rapping from 14 years old to 23. From making cassettes and selling them out of my bag to getting to the point where I'm making mixtapes, selling them out of the bag to we already worked on a few okay, and then we do the Hataproof album. I already did albums of my own, and then we do this one and this one song, and it's just I've been working, but then this one song changes everything.
I guess I'd say this whole big...
Everything changed.
This big thing to what made that song be that song that changed everything for y'all?
No fucking clue. Because I remember...
no fucking clue.
No fucking clue. And that's what I'm trying to say. You don't see it coming. Because I don't even think that song's dope.
Yeah. But
it changed my life. So, and this is what I mean is like we recorded the song. Obviously, we did the spin off I'm from New York.
From New York, yeah.
So we did our own version of it. We did it and we didn't think fucking shit of it. At the time, I think C's was real cool with the Chopaholics and he shot it over to them once he got it done. And I was just trying to show love. They played that hoe on the night show, right? When the Chopaholics would play.
Yeah.
They played that hoe. That hoe got so much phone calls and shit that they played it again. And that hoe was getting mad love. Mad love. It was just, niggas just loved it. I don't know why. Maybe they were just proud of somebody, saying, fuck, I'm from New York, we're from Houston, nigga. Yeah. And it just hit. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's like, you don't know. It just, something happens and it takes off. So it takes off from that. And the Chopaholics had a lot to do with it popping off. I straight up. If it wasn't for them playing that hoe all the time when people were calling all that shit, then it wouldn't have did what it did. You know what I'm saying? So, us, we just created it because we were just in the studio and we were just fucking around and it sounded like a cool idea, let's do it. And then once we put it in their hands, they did what they did with it. And, it was just the perfect storm for everything we were doing at that time, I guess. And it took off. And like I said, you don't see it coming. You don't see a hit coming because I don't think it was a hit. I don't. And then whenever we shot the video and we seen how many people pulled up, this is before there's no Instagram, nigga. I can't put up a flyer and everybody come. So for that bitch to be as packed as it was that day.
This was MySpace days.
Yes. How in the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody there.
But see, this goes back to what I said. Like, when you guys shot a video, it was like a damn car show happening.
Even that. I don't know why people started like us like that. I don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
They just gave us, how they say, they gave us a esquina. You feel me? They had our back. Yeah. But also seen us doing what we're doing. They seen us trying to start a change. Honestly, if I have to be totally honestly, I think that the fact that that the song was hitting, and I think that we were from the north. At the time, the north side didn't have, I don't want to say that because the north side always had a lot of popular Mexicans. But something about us, because we were posted up on Little York. Something about us was like that like they needed it at that time in that area. I guess I don't know, bro, how to explain it. It was just, it did what it did, man. And I like, you know, we were on, before you know it, we were interviewing at the radio station and shit like that. They're playing us on the thing. Michael Watts playing us on the Screw thing. I never even was on a radio ever, my whole life, except for in Dallas on is it KNON? Okay, they showed me love before, but this was different. You know, I'm on 97.9. I'm on whatever it was, 104 point. What was it with the
house party?
No, it was after house party, but you know, whatever the fuck the station turned into. Shit. Dog had never had that before till then. It was fucking different.
Yeah.
On all those CDs, that was groundwork too.
Yeah. The 25,000 prior. So then it became, I've been knowing about these niggas. And then that forced us to start working harder and faster on the album that was on.
Yeah.
So that we could release it with the song on it. Because we were already in the mix, we already had a few cuts, but that one made us speed up to get it out fast.
Yeah.
Which was still Haterproof. That was the album that was on.
That was the Still Haterproof album?
Still Haterproof.
Okay.
Right.
Man, so I was gonna ask, the reason I brought this up, I was gonna ask something and I completely forgot what the hell the question is now.
Wow.
But yeah, so to me that was the song that got me introduced to y'all in a fan level. Like after that,
that's the song that got us introduced to a lot of people.
Yeah, because after that I became a fan. Mm-hmm. And at first, it was kind of like how you said earlier about how people are now, you know, Haterproof, and they think of just Haterproof. They don't think of it's Krim, it's Grouch, it's C's, Blue, X,
Nava,
Nava, Eternal,
Praise, Bible.
Yeah, see, and
a lot of people,
and
like
again,
the Wu-Tang Clan, Mexican Wu-Tang Clan.
Actually, it was a lot of y'all. I remember Roxy. Y'all had a show at Roxy.
Yeah, that was still Haterproof release.
And that bitch was packed.
No, 200% Haterproof release. Yeah, that's what it was.
I don't know. Was it?
It was the release for 200%.
Yeah. Because I remember we were supposed to go to it.
Yeah.
We ended up not going to it, which was cool. That's what we're talking about, how, you know, you're doing your virtual concert. It's cool. You know, people can't make it. Motherfucker lives an hour away and shit. But anyways.
You should win. It was fucking badass.
Oh, I saw the videos.
We killed it. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun night.
Yeah, that shit was dope, man. And at that point, I'm more into appreciating the Hispanic artists, right? At that point in my life. And it's like, okay, the fact that these guys are getting all this love, like, it shows that.
A lot of people don't know that they ran up that at the 200%. This is just a story that happened that night. A lot of people don't know that people that represented Rap A Lot were there. And they came and they were trying to talk C's into we should sign with Rap A Lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like around this time that there was conversations, but we never wanted to sign with nobody.
What's
so
that?
I don't know. We just were against it. You know?
Well, you wish you would have signed with Rap A Lot?
He was very independent. No, I wouldn't. But it was just, we had such a buzz going at the time that the conversation came up, and a lot of people don't know about it. A lot of people don't know about.
Hope the audio comes out good on this shit.
Huh?
I hope the audio.
This is the first time I ever said it.
That's what I'm saying. I hope my audio comes out good.
Life. I didn't even never told none of these niggas.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we just didn't do it. We didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. C's was always independent minded, and you know what I'm saying. So we weren't gonna do it. C's was whatever C's wanted to do. I was with it always.
Yeah.
We ride until the wheels fall off. Whatever you want, if you want to do it. And then plus we didn't want to do it anyways because we don't want to get caught up in all that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that in a respectful way, Jay Prince. Go, change the subject.
Yeah, moving on.
Nothing but respect.
Moving on. So let's fast forward to now. So you're talking about this project. You're working on a project with Mr. Never Die. Mm-hmm. And you know, this is where the conversation as if you were planning to get back on it.
Yeah.
Besides that project, you think you're gonna keep doing music by yourself, even if it's just for shits and giggles? Because like you say, you don't want your face on it and whatnot. But do you think
I won't by myself? I wouldn't do it. Only with amongst the group.
Yeah.
You know.
Why's that?
I don't know. I've always been more of a group rapper. Like I always rapped with the group. You know, that's why it was like a lot of the mixtapes weren't about me. They were just a name. Coronas and Kush is just a name. It's not Krim, Coronas and Kush. It's just Coronas and Kush. So it's like there is no, you don't know who's gonna be on it. It's just a bunch of people. and that's how I've always worked. Like I always worked like we create songs, we start filling in, and then we just start. Eternal can go on this one. We can get J Pen on this one. We can get Braze on this one. Before you know it, it's just kind of like it's like it's like I put together compilations all the time, and that's just the way I work. I've always worked that way. I don't know. I got used to it from the Living Proof is the only album I did by myself, and Everybody Hates Krim, the mixtape.
Everybody hates Krim. Everybody hates Krim. I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Before we close this out.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be performing at the G Dash for Mr. Never Die?
Nah, I'm not gonna perform.
Why not, man?
Nah, I'm not gonna perform.
What are you trying to say? His birthday's not important?
I don't know. I just don't perform anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows, man? I don't know. Look,
that'll be dope, man.
I'll never say never. Like, no, I'm not performing at that. But I'm saying never say never about anything because I don't know.
Yeah.
How about if let's create this little compilation, just have fun and put it out there. And how about one of them does like the Houston? You got a bullet. You never know. There's a bullet. There's always a bullet hiding. You don't know.
Yeah.
You might got a body of work right now you're sitting on that you never put out, and one of them songs on there would change your whole fucking life, and you don't even know.
Don't even know it.
You never know. And that's what I'm saying. If anything in my whole life, dog, it's like if anything in my whole entire life, the best thing that has ever happened in my life, ever, and there's no money that can pay for it. You can't buy it again. You can't ask somebody for it. You can't nothing like that, right? Is that feeling of when you got a hit on your hands. There's nothing like it because you can't control it. It does what it does, and then that's not even the biggest song. That's just the song that took us.
Yeah.
You know, I think Ink My Whole Body is the biggest.
Ink My Whole Body was dope.
Right, but that one too. It had a bullet on it, and that's what I'm saying. Like you never know the ones that are gonna do it, but then the feeling of when you do got one, that feeling is like for any rapper out there listening or anybody in the world that watches anything of this. Like, appreciate your firsts, because you only get one first of that feeling. And some never will. There's niggas out here, you're going to interview a ton of them that are never going to have one.
Yeah.
You never. And to top it off, maybe never have one anyway because it's a different time. It's not the same time. These dudes, they're like, man, I'm popping because that song that I have has 400,000 plays on whatever the fuck they got it on.
And haven't sold a single CD or...
Sold a single CD.
Yeah.
Never had to, man, I had to go up to people that could, you know what I'm saying, beat the fuck out of me, bro. And be like, yo, what's up, bro? Just check me out. I had to, if you were out there in the streets with us hustling, you had to build a no fear of getting turned down thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to take it personal every time somebody says they don't fuck with you, you ain't going to last. You had to have that mentality. These kids don't have that. I put a comment right there and be like, man, I don't even like this shit. And guess what? I ruined this nigga's life. Oh my God, I'm never gonna make it. Fuck that nigga. He don't even know me. We need to find out who he is. We get all worked the fuck up, nigga. You know how many no's I got in my fucking face, and y'all motherfuckers can't handle a goddamn comment. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You in the wrong business if you care about everybody what they think.
Everybody's
about you.
opinion.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I got turned down a zillion times, but you know what? That didn't stop, man. Like I said, the bag don't get lighter. There's CDs in this thing, and you know, and back then we would take, if I, like for instance, if I had to go to San Antonio and I needed to sell these CDs and shit, all I had was product, bro. I promise you, I've gone to San Antonio I had $20 in my pocket, and all I could do with that 20 is fill up the tank, and I have nothing else but product. So when I get there, if I don't sell nothing, I ain't gonna eat. I ain't gonna have nowhere to stay. I ain't gonna have nowhere to wash my ass to get up in the morning, nigga. I don't got shit, because basically, if I don't sell what's in this bag, I ain't eating.
Yeah.
Imagine that kind of determination.
Yeah.
Niggas don't got that.
The confidence of knowing that you're going to come back with money too, yeah.
I didn't know, but I didn't give a fuck. I believed in it so much, and we thought so much of it that it was like, you know, fucking grab 3 days of clothes, bag of CDs, I'm out. And we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I always met people. I got cool with people. I've created relationships all over Texas. I fucking, you know, met a whole bunch of females that were cool and shit like that. Hey, appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
And just, you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, I made the most of the road.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, dog, like I said, Nobody has that kind of determination anymore, bro. I see niggas always talking about how they're doing all this music and it's always like they're grinding. What are you doing? All you're doing is recording yourself on the fucking phone and you're fucking, you know what I mean? Like
uploading on SoundCloud.
Yeah, and it's like this nigga's, but he's grinding. Like that's what I'm trying to say is like they're never gonna know what we were doing.
Yeah,
the way we were doing it. We were in the trenches, man. My competition was fucking Salty Waters. My competition was fucking Low G. My competition was Stunner. My competition was fucking Cassette Coast. Like some of the best GT Garza, some of the best rappers that ever fucking came out of Houston that are Latin, bro.
Yeah.
Dope House all together, all the people that were left, that was who we were out there hustling. They had bags just like I had bags. Come on, man. You gonna buy a Dope House CD before you buy one from some nigga named Criminal. But it didn't stop me. I'm just keeping it real. But it didn't stop me. I still, until the bag was empty.
But like you said, people don't have that kind of hunger or believe in themselves and what they're doing.
All. They're too sensitive now, and they could never handle the fucking shit that I got told. Ever in their life. So if I have a bit of anything left from the days I was rapping, I earned every bit of it, bro, because I got spit in my face a million times. I earned it. Because, nigga, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I say we paved the way. Yeah. Nigga, we were out there making it, putting Hispanic rap in your face, nigga. Because they didn't have us on BET. They didn't have us on MTV. They didn't have us on VH1. They weren't playing us on your local station. They weren't. This is how you got it. Out of a bag. Nigga like me came. And if you
came to Houston, it's like every fucking car you pulled up next to had Hataproof videos playing in the back.
You think they got there, nigga? They didn't fucking order that bitch off of Amazon or whatever the fuck y'all do now. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Somebody had to go up to them and sell it to them. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to say. Nobody's never gonna ever have to experience working so hard to get it. And I'm not saying, that's not a knock. I get it. Times change. Yeah. But all I'm saying is that like that's why you should never, ever spit on the past because you don't know what we went through, man.
And man, we said we're gonna keep it short, but here's another question.
There's never keeping it short with me.
Here's another question I want to follow up with. Okay, so you guys did pave the way. Do you feel these new artists?
We paved the way after. I won't never say paved the way. We kept going. When they got tired and they were whatever, and we kind of, okay, we'll go from here. But we didn't pave the way. Because I can never say that. Most Hated started this shit. Grim, Fileto, all them. Then, and then they never stopped. So I don't want to make it sound like a disrespect. But you know what I'm saying? Like, then there's new people come through and Chingo came eventually.
Yeah, like the wave always changes.
We kept the wave going as we contributed to the wave of the Latin hip hop.
But see, the way you're giving props or homage to, the people that did come before you. Yeah, like you just said,
I could never not.
Most Hated in them.
I went to their concerts and got their fucking autographs after they performed, nigga. I grew up with Most Hated poster on my wall. But wanted to be Most Hated.
These new guys aren't doing the same.
And that's why I tell you that the rap game, the Latin rap game is in jeopardy because the people that are trying to take it from here and go don't give a fuck about what happened here. Yeah. Black people don't do that. Black people, LL Cool J's the GOAT, fucking Run DMC, fucking the new Latin niggas that are running the game now, South Park Mexican never existed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? You wrong. Because if it wasn't for South Park Mexican and all that, everything that they were doing back then, who knows, bro? And he opened up some big doors and opened up some big business for us out here. You know, like you know how many people he probably sparked? I could do this too. Yeah. Too many. To not matter, way too many. By the way, his kids go hard. I heard them. I heard their music. What's her name? The daughter?
Carly.
Rex. She's fucking dope. Like, I won't be surprised if they rebuild the whole entire thing. And blow the fuck up.
I think if SPM comes out in the next 2-3 years,
he don't even got to rap. He just needs to push the label and push her.
Regardless of how you feel of SPM, when he comes out, like you said, it's a rap. So you listening and watching right now. If you're trying to rap, you got 3 years to make it happen.
Is that really 3 years?
He's got about three years left. Wow. 2024, right? It's supposed to come out. Wow. And crazy. And if y'all thinking 2020 is being rough on y'all,
I hope to be allowed to see this. You know, I used to go. It was crazy because when I first started getting into Latin hip hop and I was really a big fan already. I would go to all the shows. Like I would go and Lifestyle performed, and then after the concert, I was one of the cats. Just like whenever you would see us with the Hataproof, we had the booth and people in line to get the posters signed and to get our autographs and pictures and all that.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing with Lifestyle. Most Hated. South Park Mexican signed some shit for me, and I had it on my wall and shit. I was just a fan. I was there, and then it was the same thing.
I remember one time, quick side story before we wrap this up. I remember one time when I was doing music towards 2008, 2009. I had a little booth set up next to this other booth, a whole bunch of jerks next to me.
Yeah.
And I had like 6 people in my booth. I was like, oh shit, I'm killing it right now. And then I look over and these jerks next to me, fucking Hataproof, got like 200 motherfuckers just waiting on y'all.
Say that shit again. Gotta let niggas know how we had it, dog. Like niggas don't know.
And I was like, fuck, man, I think I'm doing something over here with 6 people buying my shit.
People think I'm just some crazy old nigga, bro, but they don't realize, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I've had my day in the sun.
Yeah,
you feel me?
It was, as a fan, it was cool as shit. As an artist, it was kind of intimidating in a way because it was like, fuck, all these motherfuckers just want to go straight to their booth.
I used to feel that way you just described us.
Yeah.
I used to feel the exact same way about Lucky. Because I would be there all day from as soon as the car show opened, 12 o'clock when they started letting niggas in. And I had a good crowd the whole time too. And I'm hustling every single person that passes by that booth. What's up, man? I'm talking to every nigga. And I'm fucking from 12 o'clock all the way to around 3 or 4 o'clock, right? Killing it. I thought we are doing great. But this nigga, he don't show up till 4 for 30 minutes. And then you would have fucking thought motherfucking Jeezy was there next to me or something crazy like that. Cause that nigga they love Lucky, bro.
They do.
Love Lucky. And I'm telling you, and I would be like we made a lot of money slowly but surely, but Lucky pulled up and did it in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes.
And I always thought about that. I said, and it made me mad. Hey, you don't work as hard as me. He just shows up for 30 minutes. I've been here, nigga. I put the booth up.
I'm over here playing my music and shit.
Lucky show up like a star with his entourage, get behind the little thing, and then they make all this money, and he leaves. And I would, and I'm not in an ugly, hateful way, but I'd be like, this nigga, you know what I'm saying? But then I always stopped, and I said, but you got to work, and you got to get as good as Lucky.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I'm saying?
And
he
again,
knows what he's doing.
That's the mentality that I feel like we had.
Yeah.
Because it was never like, oh, fuck Hataproof. Like, I feel like I'm better. It was more like, how do I become that?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, how do I get to that level?
It was a respect. I don't have nothing against Lucky.
And now it's like people aren't like that.
No.
People just want everything given to them.
The thing is that now everybody's for self, and in my era it was teams.
Yeah.
Because people don't know, but Hataproof Records, there's the rappers, right? Vago, Krim, Braze, C's, Eternal. Nava, like the people that we had in our clique, Vago, I don't want to forget anybody. But they don't understand how much people we had on the behind the scenes that didn't rap that helped push all this. Yeah. Crouch, we had people, we had there's Steve, there's a lot of people, I can't even name them all, but they all helped.
Hold on, Grouch didn't rap?
No, Grouch was just...
That motherfucker charged me for a feature one time. Fuck you, Grouch.
Hey, no, Grouch is a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Grouch is a hustler. I probably wrote that verse. He would tell me, hey,
pretty cool.
This nigga want to buy a verse. You know what I'm saying? Can you write it? I got you. I'll write him a verse.
Yeah.
He's like,
fuck this. I got.
So the point is, dog, is that like there was big teams. There was a big team efforts behind all these big movements. Even Dope House. Dope House, like I said, Lucky showed up for his 30 minutes, but before that, there was people there putting all that up and making it look pretty, and that, it always took team effort. To
put a picture of how packed our shit was, 3 car shows straight. It was the Lowrider car show, then it was the Dub car show, and then it was the Magnificos car show.
Yep, Magnificos was always good.
I went to all these car shows trying to talk to C's to shoot one of my videos.
Yeah, you couldn't get in there.
Fuck no.
No way. No way you're getting near us.
No.
No way. And
just to put and I would wait.
I'm so happy you remember that, and this is why it's important to talk about it, because people think they think they know.
And it was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'll just holler at them later.
Somebody will be like, who is this Krim? And they'll look on my fucking Instagram and they'll be like, it'll be like 500 followers or some shit. And they just assume my nigga ain't shit.
Yeah.
Why? I'm supposed to have 20,000 to be somebody? Fuck you, nigga.
Well, people worry too much about numbers nowadays.
Yeah.
That's
and that's what I'm trying to say is like, it's not the same game, bro. And that's why they could never handle what we had to do.
And again, for the 5th time. To wrap this up, the difference is you guys had actual followers that would actually buy your product.
Oh, yeah.
These people think there's somebody because they got thousands of followers, but the reason they're being followed is because of fucking hashtag they use.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Or it's nothing to push. Look, I'll do it right now in front of you. I'll find somebody right now and just add them real quick. You know what I'm saying? Look, here it goes right here. Look, this is how easy you can become a follower, guys. Here it goes. Look, there's this guy right here. Oh, he's dope.
Oh, I got a new follower. Oh, look at that. Some guy named Krim Krib followed me.
Done. I don't even know who I put. I just put a random person. But the point is that that's how easy it is.
Yeah.
Well, in my day, they
don't mean they're a fan.
Really went out of the way and went and bought it. That was a follower.
Yeah.
Show up to your booth. I want one of y'all shirts. I want y'all to sign it.
I would go to y'all's website, order the CD, the DVD from there.
There you go. That's a follower in my day. Physical followers. And then now it's like, you know, people saying, because I don't give a fuck about all that shit. So I don't have a lot, but you know, it is what it is. I don't care.
When we first started the Instagram page for the show, I was big on hashtags. But then I got into what you just said, like, but these motherfuckers ain't even following me for the show. So why am I using this fucking hashtags to get followers if at the end of the day, they're not even fucking watching or listening at the time because we were just doing audio, we weren't doing video.
Yeah.
And I finally got away from it, like, last year? Well, in 3 years. So like 6 months into it, I was like, fuck that. And then my girl's like, why are you not using the hashtags? I'm like, for what? These motherfuckers don't care. If I put Latin hip hop, they follow me because they think I'm going to interview fucking King Lil G or Snow the Product. And if I don't interview them, they're not going to listen. Yeah. So I'd rather have, you know, I have like 900 people that actually listen to the show than 6,000 followers and they don't even know who the fuck I am. They just like my picture because I used the hashtag Land Rap or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. We do have some plans.
Yeah.
If you're watching this and you like the whole idea of the land rap shit, we do have some plans coming. We're going to work on some shit.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later. Krims Krib every Wednesday.
Krims Krib every Wednesday. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. It's on Google. We now put up the episodes on the YouTube. So it's like, it's you can find it anywhere. All you search is Krims Krib. Krims Krib. But it's spelled wrong. Krib because I'm street. So... You know what I'm saying? Like, it's spelled wrong.
Upcoming project with Mr. Never Die. You guys got a title for it?
It's not gonna be a title. It's not just a project me and Mr. Never Die, but it's everyone. You'll see, hopefully I get Vago on there. Hopefully I get Braze on there. X wants to get on it. It'll be everyone all the usual suspects that you've ever seen rapping on shit with me will be on there.
All right, cool. So once again, make sure you follow Krims Krib on Instagram.
Yeah, follow me, man. I don't have a lot of fucking Instagram people, man. You know what I'm saying?
At Krims Krib.
I don't know why. I'm cool. I don't know why. I don't know why I only have that many.
Not only you can listen to the podcast on all streaming services, you can tune in to Quarantine Conversations, which happen. Do you have a set date, or these are just random days when you?
I used to do them every Wednesday. Lately, I've been doing them every Thursday.
Every Thursday?
Yeah. And it's hard, man. It's hard because you have to hunt down the person to talk to. These people don't come to me.
Yeah.
They're not, you know what I'm saying? I have to hit them up and be like, what's up? You know, I'm interested in talking to you or hey, what's up? You know, however, I have to go and talk to them. I have to talk
Still
to them.
Pushing CDs, basically.
I have to talk them into wanting to talk about themselves. You hear that? Can I say, when you say it out loud,
say it one more time. Say it one more time.
I have to convince them to talk about themselves.
That's what, hey, yeah.
It's not even about me.
Kriminology, the Block Star, Mr. Hataproof Records in the house.
Shit, man.
Shouts out to everybody we talked about on here, man. It's all love.
Hey, and if I brought up anybody in this whole thing, man, you know what I'm saying? It was just a part of the story. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got nothing against nobody, man. So
hashtag no free promos and hashtag no beefs.
I don't dislike anyone, but I don't talk to everyone. That's all I'll say.
For sure. Once again, make sure you follow him on all streaming services to listen to Krims Krib. Follow him on Instagram. The links will be on the description.
Krim HPR. That's the Instagram.
PR. I'm over here talking about Krims Krib. But you do have a Krims Krib page.
There's a Krims Krib Instagram. But mine, personal one, is Krim HPR.
PR. Yes. Those links will be on the description of the podcast. And once again, Krim, appreciate you, man.
Hey, man. Been needing to come up here, and here we go.
It's been a while. It's been a while we talked about it.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Appreciate it.